Man like Robbie, welcome along to MLR Daily. Big controversy today about David Moyes, the Sunderland manager. He's in real hot water with the FA today, and it all centres around a comment that he made to a BBC reporter where he said that he's going to give her a slap. Imagine that. It's not gone down good, this. I mean, it's been all over the press today. It was centred around a game that took place on the 18th of March against Burnley, when a BBC reporter asked him the question if the presence of Ellis Short, who of course is the chairman of Sunderland, at the game had put extra pressure on him. He said to the interviewer after the interview, he goes, "You might get a slap, even though you're a woman." That's his quotes. And he told her to be careful the next time she visited. Now, this has got out yesterday. I mean, it happened quite a while ago in March, but it's only just come out now, just before a Sunderland game. So somebody's obviously leaked that, and it's put him under immense pressure. I mean, he's come out and he says he deeply regrets the comments, but, you know, he's been getting a lot of criticism. The FA have said they're writing to him to ask him to explain his comments. There's been women's groups that's been on his case. MPs saying that, you know, he should resign. I mean, it really looks bad for David Moyes. The thing is about it, if you listen to the whole context of it, him and the reporter, they were both laughing about it. They were having a laugh about it. But you don't say that to a woman, David Moyes. You're going to give her a slap. You know, you're opening yourself to a lot of problems there. Even if it was said in jest, it's totally inappropriate. And I don't think he'll get sacked or anything like that, or will have to resign, as some people are saying. It'll probably be a fine from the FA, a slap on the wrist, and just be told to be more careful with his words. You know, in this day and age, with some of the things that goes on in society, you just don't say something like that. So David Moyes there should, you know, keep his job. You know, I don't think he'll lose his job over this, but a really stupid thing to say. He could, however, lose his job over the performance of the team at the moment. That is dreadful. And they've got a big game tonight, Sunderland. They're away against Leicester City. Leicester are on fire at the moment. They've been winning game after game after game. Of course, at the weekend, another victory for Craig Shakespeare's team. And you just can't see Sunderland getting anything out of this. And Sunderland, basically on 20 points right now in the league, they are on the verge of going down. And that's ultimately what could cost David Moyes his job. Manchester United at the moment now, listen, they're the draw specialists. 8 drawn games at home. If they hadn't have drawn those games, they'd probably be winning the title this season. I mean, it's just been so poor. Another draw at the weekend against West Brom. Now, they play Everton tonight. And Manchester United, if they're going to have any hopes of getting into that top 4, they really need to get 3 points tonight. But will they get it? Everton are a decent team, although Everton had a very poor performance at the weekend, you know, when they played against Liverpool. And there's a couple of the Everton players under real pressure. Lukaku and Ross Barkley. You wouldn't think Lukaku, he's been scoring goals for fun this season, but at the weekend, he was poor. He was heavily criticised. A lot of the pundits saying that, you know, he doesn't turn up for the big games. This is going to be a big test for Lukaku tonight, and Barkley as well, another guy who's been talked up a lot but hasn't been delivering. They really need to turn up. And of course, Manchester United have Zlatan Ibrahimovic back in the team after that ban. They've really missed him. He can be the difference in some of these games that are really, really tight. And you've got to fancy Manchester United winning this game tonight, even though they've had a poor record drawing so many games. But Everton, after the weekend, they really need to bounce back. Burnley take on Stoke tonight. Now, Burnley again, you know, they've really been going for a poor time recently. And, you know, they're looking over their shoulder at the relegation zone at the moment. They really could do with a couple of wins just to move them away from that area. They were doing really well, but recently their form's been really, really poor. I mean, I heard somebody saying yesterday it kind of coincides with Joey Barton coming back into the team. You know, I don't know whether that's true or not. But Burnley really, really need a win tonight. And Stoke at the moment, as I said the other day, it's like they're on the beach at the moment. The way they've been playing away from home, they've been absolutely shocking. You know what? I fancy Burnley tonight to get the points. They really need it. They're going to be hungry for it. I'm going to go for a Burnley win in this one. Another manager under a lot of pressure at the moment is the Watford manager, Walter Maserati. There are a lot of rumours saying that even if he keeps them in the division this season, he still could be sacked. And he's up against West Brom tonight. We know what West Brom are like. We saw them at the weekend against Manchester United away from home. They're very, very resilient, very, very hard to break down. This game's probably not going to be the prettiest game. Probably won't be the first game on Match of the Day either. But I don't know. It's too hard to call. I'm going to go for a draw in that one. Watford versus West Brom. So games tonight in the Premier League. Games also tomorrow in the Premier League. Important ones for Arsenal. Important ones for Chelsea as they take on Manchester City. That's the big one. And Tottenham, you know, important one for them as well. If they win and Chelsea slip up, they could be just 4 points behind them. So lots of important games over the next couple of days. But we'll be all over them. Thanks for watching MLR Daily.
Man like Robbie.